It's all robotic. Whatever is coming and going is based on factors, one of which is the input in the mind and the preferences of the particular mind and the particular thoughts and experiences that happen in the moment. All of this is just, you could call conditioning. And that's just happening. There's no doer of any of it. And then, but a holiday just comes to see that, is just jumping off of that and see who you are prior to that conditioning, you could say. The word prior isn't perfect, but hopefully you'll get my meaning. What is I am here before, during, and after all of that conditioning that's happening in the mind, which is all just happening by, it's just life flowing like a river endlessly. There's no one doing that river. It's just flow. You can't stop it. And yes, that's all conditioned. Yeah. That can bring relief, because then there's nothing to do. There's nothing that needs to be done. Oh, well, this guy can only be this guy. That's it. You know, there's no alternative. This moment can only be this moment. There's no alternative to any of this, you know.
I keep wanting to make our essential being endless possibilities. I keep wanting that, you know, being on a holiday, to introduce something else into the equation other than conditioning. You know, I think that's where this is coming from, some remnant of that.
Well, the holiday is the other than conditioning. The holiday is the truth that is not conditioned. It's the knowing that's not conditioned. But if you add anything, another possibility onto that, then you're adding something onto nothing. You can't add onto the knowing. The knowing has nothing. It can't be more or less. There's no more or less to knowing. This is being nothing, really. Being no one, being nothing, and having nothing is a holiday. Here and now. Let's just be here and now. Now, I have nothing. You know, this knowing has nothing. It only does it. It doesn't even sort of make sense to think that I have something. This knowing has nothing. This knowing knows, what is it? It only knows itself. This knowing is not a knower in the way of a mind or something like that. The knowing just knows this. It doesn't need the description of what is either, or the philosophy. It just is knowing.
Okay.
And this knowing is no one in particular. It's not the conditioned person called Sandra or Sal. This knowing, look now, there's no one. So this is essentially, I say, you. It's not a thing and not an object. It has nothing. It knows nothing, and there's no one. It's nothing. It's not objection. It's not objectifiable. It just is. And I say, this is you. And this is what a holiday is just being this knowing. And then the thought comes to your mind, I keep hoping for infinite possibilities. This is just a thought in the mind, isn't it? Who is looking for infinite possibilities? You? No, you are not interested in infinite possibilities. You know nothing. This mind of conditioned thoughts hears of something called infinite possibilities, and it starts going. And that's not you, you see. So in truth, when you say, I'm interested in infinite possibilities, no, you're not. Ignore that thought and jump off of that and see, this is already infinite now. There are just desires which are natural to the body, mind, organism for something else, something more. That's not you. That's this body-mind organism, isn't it? You know, you're the knower of that thought, aren't you? You're the one who knows that thought.
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Clears that up.